All right, I'm going to begin the meeting Monday, December 14th at 5:03 p.m. And in keeping with the ongoing emergency order from Governor Charlie Baker to limit gatherings and maximize social distancing, and under legislation passed to address remote board meetings during the emergency declaration, this meeting will be conducted over Zoom. Attendance by the board members will be remote, and remote attendance shall count towards quorum. The meeting will be broadcast live and recorded on ECAT. To join a remote meeting using your computer, click the URL at the top of the meeting agenda or copy it and paste it into your browser. To join a remote meeting using your phone, call the number provided underneath the URL. You will be needing the meeting ID to join by phone only. So everybody's in attendance today. We have Kristen Kennedy, Aria Zayas, Chris Mills, Mark Taylor, and Tim Myers. And the first item on the agenda is to vote the approval of the November 9th and the November 23rd meetings.
I make a motion to approve the minutes dated November, was that 19?
9 and 23rd.
19 and 23rd.
Second.
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. Next on our agenda are variances, and the first one is 9 Reynolds Street for previous variances to remain in force for the new system, to allow for the soil absorption system to be 12 feet from the cellar wall instead of the required 20 feet, and to allow the soil absorption system to be 5 feet from the garage slab foundation instead of the required 10 feet. Is that going to be you, Mark?
We're not able to get Mark in.
Okay. Do you want to go to the next one and wait to see if we can get him in, or what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. So the next one is 12 Quarry Lane. And would this be something he would be doing as well?
I think I can handle this one. I think I can handle the other one if he can't call either, but
okay.
Oh, wait, now I've got him. Oh, wait. No, I don't have, he's coming up and the only option I have is to let him type in the chat.
Isn't that funny? This one was definitely different than other times. So this one for 12 Quarry Lane is for a variance to waive the requirement for a system to be under stress at the time of the Title V inspection.
So this is kind of a unique situation. You often get this request when, there's low water usage or things like that. And, they want you to go ahead and move forward. This one is unique in that this system was completed in 2017. The system is more than 3 years old, but the house has never been occupied. So in the interest of making sure that nothing had gotten crushed, that contractors hadn't poured paint down the drain and contaminated the tank, we required that a Title V inspection be done. A Title V inspection was done because the certificate of compliance wasn't good for this sale anyway, because it's too old. It's 3 years old. We had the inspection done. The system has never been used. And there's no evidence that there's been anything that has happened to it in the 3 years that it's been sitting, waiting for the house to be completed and finally occupied. So this is different in our other requests in that you're being asked to make this judgment on a system that is existing and has been used. This system has never been used. There's no reason to think that the reduction would play any part in this, but it is part of your requirement.
So Kristen, they're asking us to make a decision on approving a Title V without water usage report like they would. And it's a new system and it's an unoccupied building, and from what the Title V inspector can see, there's no issue.
Right. Any other brand new system, the certificate of compliance typically is less than 2 years old. They're
Correct,
allowed to
right.
use that for transfer and it would be not used.
I'll make a
This
motion to
was-
approve.
I think this came up once before, I remember. A gentleman was buying a house and they only had limited water usage. And we weighed in on that. Do you remember that?
You've gotten this type of request before, but they've been systems that have been used. This system has never been used.
Mhm.
It's like finding that, 3-year-old Camry that's still sitting on the lot with the model year 2017 that has no mileage on it. This is a brand new system. Typically, a brand new system would have no use. This has had no use, but we went the extra step of making them do the inspection and validating that nothing had happened to the system in the 3 years that it sat. No heavy equipment has run over it and crushed the tank or the pipes. No contractor dumped plaster down the drain that would eventually bog it up. So it's kind of just a formality to accept, as Chris has made the motion to grant the
Mhm.
variance. I don't know if we're waiting for a second or.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that point because I thought we had it before. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. And should we go back to the 9 Reynolds Street variance or do we want to go down to action discussion?
Tim, why don't you start the betterment application ones and I'm gonna try to call Mark and get the lowdown on the Reynolds Street property. Does that sound like a plan?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Because I have Nines Reynolds here in front of me, but I haven't had a chance to really look at it. So we have quite a few septic betterment applications for this month. All of them, systems are in failure. Every house is in good standing with the town in terms of their bills and their taxes. And they're all seeking the maximum right now, which is $45,000. Some do have quotes, some do not. So I'd rather just give them the place card holder of 45,000. And this way they can move forward with their project.
Okay.
So we have all of them there. The only exception is 880 Washington Street. They are coming back. They were originally approved for 30,000, but they got their quotes in and they need additional funds. So they'd like to be brought up to the $45,000 mark as well.
So we need to make a motion on each one separately, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So for 28 Daily Ave,
I make a motion to approve the betterment application for 28 Daily Ave.
Second,
all those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. And then we have 46 Depot Street.
I make a motion to approve the betterment application for 46 Depot Street.
Second,
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. 9 Dogwood Lane.
I make a motion to approve the betterment application for 9 Dogwood Lane.
Second,
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
LeBlanc.
Mills, yes.
Okay. Then 80 Kilsyth Road.
I make a motion to approve the betterment application for 80 Kilsyth Road.
Second,
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. And then 19 Walden.
I make a motion to approve the betterment application for 19 Walden Road.
Second,
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. Now, what did we talk about for 880 Washington Street, Tim? Are we waiting?
Yep, 880 Washington was already approved in a prior meeting, and they were approved for 30,000, but they got in some of their quotes and they need additional funds, so they'd like to be brought up to the $45,000 mark.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the 880 Washington Street betterment application.
Second,
All those in favor?
Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. So now we we can just wait on that 9 Reynolds Street.
Yep,
Yeah.
I have an answer on that. You can actually dismiss it. It was sent in error as a variance when it's actually a local upgrade approval. I can approve it.
Okay,
Which brings up a question for discussion. So if you recall, the statute allowed for you to pass those daily operations off to me, and the board made a motion to allow me to grant local upgrade approvals. Again, if I have any qualms about them, I can bring them to you. We're wondering whether or not that is something you would consider or like to consider for the betterment applications. In the interest of being able to move these along now that we've got the higher limit, would having some type of motion where I could grant them and only bring them to you if there's an issue. Is that something that you guys would be interested in us pursuing? Or do you like seeing them and knowing what's going on with them?
I don't have a I think it makes sense to allow you guys to approve them. It would just be nice when we get our draft agenda to know what addresses you have approved.
So more of a reporting than having to
Yeah,
actually go
But
through?
I'll make a motion to allow the health inspector's director to approve betterment applications
Up
I
to-
second,
Up to the limit?
up to 45,000.
Okay.
I second. What about you, Aria? Third?
Oh, yeah, third.
Okay, all those in favor?
Guys, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. Okay, and Aria, as you know, you could have said no, I didn't know.
Nope, totally
Okay.
happy.
All right, so, if that's helpful, then that works. And do we need to make a motion to dismiss the 9 Reynolds Street or just dismiss it and that's it?
If you want to make a motion so it's covered, that's fine.
Okay, I make a motion to dismiss the variance application for 9 Reynolds Street.
Second.
All those in favor?
Guys, yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. Okay, so now we have the COVID report, COVID-19 update. I know we're doing that in a couple weeks as well. Did you have something for tonight too, Kristen, or?
I can just give a brief, I ran the report just before the meeting began. And as of today, we are at 707 cases in total in the town of Easton. We continue to screen daily for addresses that relate to our school population and are making a real sincere effort to make sure that parents and guardians are notified in a timely manner so that we can protect that bubble and make sure that we don't have anybody showing up to school who should not be coming to school. There is, there's been quite the lag over the past couple of weeks in turnaround time for the tests that are being done. Kind of two different camps. We're having some things that are taking really upwards of the 7 to 10 days, and then we've got others that are coming back in 2 days. The important message for people to understand is you went and got tested for a reason. Do not take no reply as it must be negative. I'm not going to wait. We really need people to wait out the time if they've been asked to go get tested or if they're testing because they were in quarantine or because they're ill. We really just need people to be patient and kind of respect how long the labs are taking. We're hopeful that they're going to start moving much more quickly. I will say that over the weekend, it seemed like they were kind of getting back down into the 5 to 7 day. We, in the coming weeks, and I'll touch on this in a couple of weeks, is we're going to be moving into a lot of different areas with this. We've got the vaccines being rolled out. We will be setting up working groups within the town to talk about how we're going to move forward in getting that out into the community. But in the meantime, I just ask that everybody work very closely with CTC. If you have not received a call, if you test positive and you are not receiving a call, we do have a number. You can call in directly to them. They have been operating in surge mode for the past few weeks and have been not able to do very many callbacks and have asked people to call them back. They're coming out of that. They've recently hired another 600 individuals to help with this project. But we are asking people to work closely with CTC. CTC can help them in determining the dates for them to return to work. They can provide documentation for them to return to work or school. They can provide dates and assistance, just like we can, with setting up households and the dates as far as how impactful one person being positive in the house can be to everybody else in the house. We have a number that you can call directly into them for help. But it makes it, so just cooperating with them, we're able to see their notes once people do answer them, so we can confirm things, we can see what's going on. But it is much more efficient if people can answer that call or make that call back and have one centralized person taking their notes and entering them into the computer. We're available. We're happy to provide any assistance we can, but it's just much more efficient if CTC, if people will answer the call that they get from CTC.
Thank you.
And that's about it for me. That will free us up to put our resources towards mobilizing for getting the vaccine out.
I'd like to also say thank you, Kristen, but when the tracers do call and they ask you who you've been a close personal contact with, I'd just like to put out there that it's not optional to give that information. It's really important that you give the people's names who were in those situations so that they can reach out to them and make sure they're all set and they get tested. I think that more recently, some people have thought that's more of an option to name people. You're not squealing. It just means that they're going to get a phone call and be given some information that they need. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, so let's adjourn this meeting at 5:21, December 14th. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second,
All those in favor?
Yes.
Mills, yes.
LeBlanc, yes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.